Hi, welcome back to the LY show. We're still waiting out COVID-19. I am Leia, and joining us today is a lovely young lady from Japan. Her name is Sayo. Hi, Sayo. How are you
Hi,
doing?
doing good.
Welcome to the show, and I'm just going to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Where are you right now at the moment?
I'm in Tokyo at home, obviously. Yeah.
So how's the situation in Tokyo right now?
You can still see a lot of people outside because it's not actually a lockdown in Tokyo right now or any parts of Japan right now. It's more like they're asking us to stay inside, but we're not forced to stay inside. So some of the restaurants are open, some of the shops are opened. But compared to, I say, like 2 weeks ago, like many of the restaurants and stores are now closed, like gyms are closed too. But you can still see a lot of people outside, and especially because I guess a lot of people in Japan still have to go to work using trains and buses. Like, for example, in the morning, you still see a lot of people, crowded trains.
Do people wear masks when they're outside?
Yeah. The problem is a lot of the masks are sold out right now. Well, it's been sold out for a long time now. So it's hard to buy them, but most of the people outside are wearing masks.
Okay. So people have taken precautions.
Yeah. And a lot of, well, I'd say most of the shows, like music shows, gigs are canceled. And a lot of TV shows are canceled now.
Really?
Yeah, because, everyone has to be in like the small place and they're talking. So at first, they try to put spaces apart. So like you can see, like people are just standing.
It's a wide shot.
I know, exactly. And it looked really, really weird. But now some people are getting the virus. Even the celebrities are getting affected right now. So actually 2 weeks ago, a really famous comedian died from corona. And that was like a huge, everyone was really shocked because he was really famous and we all thought that he would recover from the virus, and he died. And I think that was, until then people were like, yeah, it's serious, but I don't think I'll get it myself, like I'll just wear a mask and go out. But since that comedian died, everyone's like, oh my God, this can happen to anybody. Like we really need to be like, staying inside is not just for ourselves, but it's for other people as well. So yeah.
What is your routine daily?
I just go out to buy food, drinks, and I guess that's it. And just some walking. Right after I get back, I wash my hands very carefully, and yeah, it's very limited. I just use my computer. I try to do some creative stuff on my computer.
Do you exercise at all at home?
Not really. For example, sit-ups, but that's it, I guess.
Yeah.
It's hard to do it at an apartment where you don't really have much space or any equipment.
When the first case, I guess, spread to Japan, I think it was several months ago. It was already like people were already taking it pretty seriously in Japan.
I think the first period was when it happened in Wuhan in China. And because it's close from Japan, we took it pretty seriously because it could come to Japan anytime soon. And because it was right before the Chinese New Year's.
Yeah.
And every year at Chinese New Year's, a lot of Chinese people come to Japan. And because it's 21st century, everyone travels to everywhere, and it can spread out really quickly. So people started wearing masks and those kind of precautions at first.
So that is the public reaction. How is, like, what was the measures taken by the government.
At first,
At first, yeah.
nothing was really different actually. They didn't declare anything. They didn't even, I don't think they even advised us to stay home. On news, it was just about this virus happening in China, but that's it. Yeah. And even when the cruise ship came to Japan, I don't know if you know, but there was this huge cruise ship that came to Japan, and a lot of people were got the virus, and even then people like just went out and didn't really take any precautions.
So, but now I think it's starting to get more serious. People are taking more precautions.
I think the past month or so, actually, when the outbreak started in Europe, Japan was still like, oh, that's far away, kind of something like that, because because the outbreak first started in China, but it didn't really come to Japan yet. And then it went to Europe. So it feels like an outbreak hasn't really started in Japan. It's still going really slow.
Is it because Japanese people usually practice social distancing, even just daily?
There's been a lot of stories on like, why is it different? I don't know. Yeah, in Japan, we don't really hug or shake hands. But I mean, we take the public transportation. There's a lot of ways we could have, the outbreak could have started. Some people say it's because we wash our hands regularly and wear masks. But I guess that's it. I don't really know. Yeah.
Has your work been affected by it?
I've been working online, so no, I haven't been affected. But my sister has. She's been working from home for over a month now. It's been extended again to end of this month.
Like, if you present any symptoms, can you get tested when you go to the emergency room?
That's really hard in Japan right now.
Oh.
Even if you have high fever and you're coughing and you tell them you want to get tested, a lot of cases they say no to you.
Is it because they don't have the test kit?
I guess there could be several reasons. One of them could be that, but I think another reason is they don't want too many people to get tested and then become positive, and then the hospital will get
clustered.
They don't want to cause chaos in hospitals. A lot of cases, it's really hard to get tested here.
Anything in particular, like other than wearing masks, washing hands, and social distancing, is there anything else that you practice to, lower the risks?
Personally,
and maybe like people that that like people around you.
Well, the Tokyo governor told us to avoid clustered space and talking to people close at short distance. So that's what we do.
Yeah, but people still take public transportation, which is pretty clustered.
It is, but it's been a lot less.
Okay.
It's a lot fewer now.
Do more people decide to walk to work places rather than take public
I heard a lot of people bought bicycles.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's only for, short distance. It only works for short distance, but a lot of people bought bikes. And a lot of companies are doing starting job later, so everyone won't clash at the same time. Or going home earlier, later.
When it was announced that the Tokyo Olympics is no longer taking place this year,
yeah,
how was the general public reaction, or how did you feel?
Duh. Everyone was like, duh. Everyone was waiting for them to say that.
Right.
Everyone knew it couldn't happen. I mean, in summer, who would come to Tokyo? only Japanese people would be there, and even then a lot of Japanese people wouldn't be there. I guess Japan has to take care of the virus and the Olympics. And there's been a lot of earthquakes recently. So I'm kind of scared if there would be a big earthquake, then like Tokyo's gonna be really in trouble.
And we all know that Japan maybe has the largest elder population in the world, and the senior citizens are the most vulnerable age group to this virus, I think. How do the authorities make sure that they get the protection they need?
They just tell them to stay home.
Are you scared of this virus?
Honestly, it's been like 3-4 months. In Japan, it started. I mean, people started talking about this in January, I think, or early February. So it's been like 2-3 months now. And I'm really getting tired of this thing. And I am staying home and I am being careful, but it's becoming like not a norm, but it's I think I'm not as careful as before. Even though it's getting serious now, but yeah, I hardly went out for the past like 2 months because I was like, I think I was one of the first ones who took this really seriously at the beginning. Like end of March, we had this like a week-long vacation in Japan, and then people traveled around across the nation, because that's what we usually do during this holiday, even though the virus was spreading around the world. Like some people were kind of getting tired after a month, and they didn't really take it seriously, but I took it really seriously from the beginning, and I stayed home. And then it's been 2 months, and now I'm kind of getting tired, so I'm walking outside trying to avoid other people, like going out early in the morning or avoiding people, and then like going to stores to buy food. And yeah, I think the real outbreak could start soon in Japan, because the number of cases are increasing.
Do you have the information about whether your community or like your neighborhood has any confirmed case?
I don't think so.
Okay. So it's just a general number in Tokyo.
I think they tell to which part of Tokyo, but not like which neighborhood.
Okay.
Not in detail. Like people are ordering a lot of Uber right now.
Okay.
Uber's really busy right now. The thing is, YouTubers in Japan are doing Uber Eats videos where they just order anything they want, and then they just eat and talk on the video. And a lot of YouTubers are doing that. So I think people are getting affected and like ordering Uber at home.
Has this experience changed you in any way?
Well, I just want to talk to people in person. I mean, I found out it's possible to work online and get things done. But it's really, really depressing for your, like, it's just depressing to be alone. Right? And
do you go ahead.
Yeah, I never knew how much I touched myself with my hands. Like now I'm really careful about touching things and then touching my eyes, and I never knew unconsciously I touch my face, and and it's scary.
Is there anything you do to combat your loneliness?
Well, talk to people online, watch YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to create videos myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get things done. Yeah, but it's also staying at home also means you get less sunlight, which is I think another reason why people get depressed easily. Yeah.
When this is all over, what is the first thing you would like to do?
Party. When everything is done and when things are totally okay, I just want to party.
Mm-hmm. Do you think people will continue to wear masks even when this is over?
Well, in Japan, people wear masks regularly, even before
Mm-hmm.
before all this happened. I mean, when you have a cold, when you're coughing, some people just wear masks just because they're coughing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think people would wear masks, not because of the coronavirus, but
yeah. That's why Japan doesn't have the as large an outbreak.
The thing is, it's really funny because in Japan we have this nightlife thing where I think this is Asian thing, but we have hostess bars and host bars, where like hosts or hostesses like talk to guests, like drink and talk to guests, like the customers.
Mm-hmm.
At night. So that's actually a really, really possible source of outbreak.
Okay.
Yeah, because you just talk to people that you just sit next to each other. And actually, the comedian that I just talked earlier who died, he apparently we're helping out all these hostess bars because they had less customers right now. So he went to all those hostess bars and then he drank a lot, talked to them, and paid. Like he just spent money for them. So people are saying that's probably where he got the virus. And a lot of those bars are, I think they're closed right now, but they were open till like a few weeks ago, like 2-3 weeks ago. So I'm really surprised that didn't cause a great outbreak.
Do you follow any other news, like global news?
I do read some articles when it pops up. Yeah. But every day we just get like the similar thing every day. It's like in New York, it's increased, and in Europe and in Japan. And yeah, I mean, I follow the prime minister gives us a speech every night. So I sometimes listen to that, but
it's usually about the speech.
About this, about the situation.
Okay.
And the Tokyo governor too.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to add?
I just hope that everyone finds their own way to, not get stressed out. I heard the story in Japan where people were riding on the train, and then this person who didn't wear a mask coughed. And then this other person got really pissed at the person who wasn't wearing a mask. And then she pressed the emergency button that stopped the whole train. And then she was like, oh my God, this person is not wearing a mask and he coughed. And then I can't believe it. This is emergency. Like, you know, everyone's like just really tense about this whole situation. So I just hope they find their own way to, you know, get relaxed. And I know it's hard, especially people who needs to go to work, like, and can't work from home. I think it's really hard for them. But a lot of the artists in Japan too are doing things like, you know, creating videos on YouTube for us to watch and things like that.
You're creating videos on YouTube?
I'm going to start.
So yeah, like you're I think your job, or because you're an actor, so like it's probably really affected. I think a lot of actors in China are affected by it as well.
Yes, a lot of actors are. I was originally gonna go to Canada beginning of this year, but that's getting postponed because of all this. Yeah, I was gonna go there for acting, and now like, even if I go there, well, first of all, I can't even enter the country. Even if I do go, there are no gigs right now. So a lot of actors are suffering.
Yeah, new ways to act is through YouTube, like a self.
Yeah, and that's why I don't know if
self-taping.
I don't know if this is in other countries as well, but a lot of Japanese celebrities are actually starting YouTube channel because a lot of their gigs are canceled and like tapings are canceled, and they really have got no job, even like the most famous celebrities. So they're starting YouTube channel. You should think about being creative. This is a good chance to think about how to be creative. Like the Japanese people are too, I think in a way, too serious about things. Like they're polite, but they're also like too serious about like a lot of things. So like sometimes they should just get, you know, just get it all out and be creative. And
yeah, thank you again for joining us. And
thank you.
Yeah, it was really nice talking to you again. We'll work together very soon.
Sure.
So yeah,
we'll get through this.
Yeah.